welcome to the Music Scout podcast with myself, Lewis Fisher, and welcome to episode 90, folks. We have hit episode 90. We're only 10 away from episode 100, the big 100 that I've been talking about for so goddamn long. And it's great to be on the finish line. We're on the final straight, folks. So we've got 10 more episodes left before the big one. I've still got to plan what I want to do for that, but we've got 10 weeks until then, so I think we'll be okay. Actually 5 if I'm on this 2 episodes a week streak at the moment. Anyway, coming up today, we have opening for us The Japanese House with Maybe You're the Reason. The album came out on Friday and it's very, very good, so I would highly recommend you keep an ear out for that album, as well as stick around for this track. As well as that, we have Faux Pas with Shame, who have featured on this podcast before. Actually, quite a lot of these have featured on the podcast before. We got a new song from Jaws, C Duncan, Connor Oberst, as well as the Districts, and then finishing off we've got Gengahr as well. So keep listening. Thank you very much for joining me, and we will start with The Japanese House and the single Maybe You're the Reason.
For the feeling when we look back on what we did and reminisce. 'Cause I've looked within and I've read, but instead I keep focusing on just something I can get. Now I'm looking for something else. I've found myself, I'm someone else. Keep looking for something, even though I know that it's not there. And every time I try to figure it out, you're the only thing I can think about. Some kind of meaning. Apathy's a funny feeling. I turn my gaze to the ceiling. Thank to God I don't believe him for the scene outside. I tried my best at sleeping, but my dreams are unappealing. So I search for people in the landscape, passes by. Keep looking for something, even though I know that it's not there. And every time I try to figure it out, you're the only thing I can think about. Keep looking for something, even though I know that it's not there. Maybe you're there. And every time I try to figure it out, you're the only thing I can think about.
The Japanese House and Maybe You're the Reason, the single from the eccentrically amazing album. It's just a bundle of words that I just came up with just because I love this album so much. I'm Good at Falling, is the title of the album, and it's just such a good album. And this song just reflects the layers and the sort of electro pop that doesn't normally connect with me, but for some reason the Japanese house have just got that something that really resonates with me. And they've just got those really tasteful, cheery licks that I just can't get enough of personally. And even the vocals as well, so they're not too harsh, they're not too weak, they're just sort of floating around everything that's going on in the songs. This sort of follows through the whole of the album. So if you did enjoy that song, do go and check the album out. Good at Falling is the album, and that was the Japanese house with the single Maybe You're the Reason. So let's move on to the next single then. We have Jaws. They have returned after their 2016 album, and this is a song called Do You Remember? Enjoy.
You told me.
I'm falling through, I got my head
that's the single Do You Remember by Jaws, and that's going to be coming out on the 5th of April, and that's from the upcoming album The Ceiling. I cannot wait for this album. Their last album was highly rated by myself, and it's just going to continue, especially from this song. This is a first little taster that we've got of what's to come on The Ceiling, and it is definitely very good, yes. And I am looking forward to hearing some more singles before the 5th of April. But do go and check out their last album if you didn't. And to just keep listening to the band, because they definitely need the support, because they definitely should be higher than where they are. Now, on to the next track, we've got Faux Pas. These guys I featured not too long ago, I believe last year, with the single Golden. I believe they won some sort of competition in Ireland, and that's what sort of got them to be a little bit more well-known, as it were. And they're definitely continuing this with this single. This is going to be Shame. Enjoy. Single Shame from Faux Pas. Very strong, very dark song, this one, and I quite like it. It's a very different style for them, because they are not normally playing this very dark, grungy sound that they've produced for this single. I think quite a lot of the time they are going for very eccentric, very different riffs. I think this is probably their darkest song to date, and especially with those vocals, very powerful, so almost screaming vocals. You can really hear the passion in that. So definitely go and check out the rest of Faux Pas' music, especially Golden, featured it last year, and so definitely worth checking out. So we have one more track before the double header of music, and this is going to be from another artist who has played on this podcast not too long ago, and this is going to be C Duncan with a new track called Impossible. Duncan and a single Impossible coming from the upcoming album Health, although it's spelled Health with the little dots in the middle. Very, very indie there. And it's going to be released on Fat Cat Records. If you don't know Fat Cat Records, just go there, listen to all the artists because they do amazing stuff over there, those guys. And it's also from Brighton, which is a nice little bit close to home. And it's out on the 29th of March as well. So really looking forward to hearing some more music from C Duncan. Loved his previous album, if I can speak. And his previous album really impressed me as a debut album as well. And he's only got more and more to prove. I've just seen, as I was just checking the name of the upcoming album, he's actually got a new single out already. And it's got backing vocals by Guy Garvey. What an absolute magician. How did he manage to get Guy Garvey to get on his song? Elbow must be massive fans of C Duncan, as am I. So do go and listen to the couple of singles for the upcoming album Health, which is out on the 29th of March. Apologies as well if you can hear any wind. It is incredibly windy here in the UK for some reason. I currently record in my living room, my flat, and it gets very windy. And we got a fireplace which doesn't work. It is a real fireplace, but it's blocked. But you can still hear the wind howling down, and I'm not too sure if you guys can hear it. I certainly can't on the playback, but you never know. But yeah, Storm Helena, I think is called. That she's here. Now we're naming storms now. Moving on, we're going to be playing the double header of music now, and we've got two artists who, one of them I featured. God knows how many. I think it's 2014. I think it might have been 2014. The Districts, they're going to be up second. And they have been a long time band of mine that I've been following because these guys, when I used to write a blog called Love Life, Love Music, or Alpha Beta, I can't remember which one it was. One of the two blogs. As you can see, I've moved on from those times and now I do a podcast instead because it's much more fun. I much prefer talking instead of writing, even though I do love writing. I wish I could do a blog again, but I don't have the time to do both, especially when I'm trying to put 2 episodes out a week of this. And the Districts I featured in 2014, I think it was. So I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now, so it's been a while. Anyway, these guys are ridiculously good. I love the Districts, so to hear new music from them is really exciting. And as well as that, we've got Connor Oberst as well, who is an upcoming singer-songwriter who speaks the truth. Hands down, he literally doesn't tiptoe around his lyrics. He literally just says it as it is with full amounts of passion. And his song No One Changes literally strikes me right in the heart because it is such a powerful song. And that's coming first, and then you're going to hear the Districts after that. And then you can go to my Twitter page, which is the Music Scout with a little underscore. And you'll be able to find the poll there. And once you've listened to these tracks, head on over, give this thing a little vote for your favourite track, and then I will announce a winner next time. So Connor Oberst is coming up first with No One Changes, and then the Districts with If Before I Wake. Enjoy!
Mind is blown, but her body's still in shock. Can't see nothing as she's staring at the kitchen clock. Feels so bland in her eyes, storm, it's a bedroom day. We should switch, we should pass ourselves around. Meet me at the corner, tell your dream home down. It's a goddamn shit show out here now. Something to tell you about, someone told me about. I know I'm weak and this weekend you'll find out. It's asleep at the fucking horse house now. But it's cinematic fades to black. Every day is a rodeo, man. No one's gonna change, nobody ever does. No one's gonna change, nobody's changing for you. No one's gonna change, nobody ever does. And I'm never gonna do what you want me to. here speaking Greek to a college blog. Every sentence is the same, it's just talk, talk, talk. I'm one, I admit it, of a million who has it out for these soapbox idiots. The click-clack of your high heels, you're away downstairs on a tic-tac stripper's break. Every dancer trying to sing to the beat. Every motherfucker in this place tells me the same shit. This whole world's gotta buy you a drink, man. Gotta take you to the edge and watch you throw it up every morning. I could give a damn what you did last night. Just tell me how far to kick this can. No one's gonna change, nobody ever does. No one's gonna change, no one is changing for you. No one's gonna change, nobody ever does. And I'm never gonna do what you want me to. I don't wanna feel so jaded, getting on a plane to work things out. When I'm alone, you're all I think about. But I'm never alone very long. Say you gotta love yourself first, that's a trip. I've been hating myself since I was a little kid. I know it's sad that the game's rained out and all the bleach is emptied out and the turnstiles spin. Well, all the good ones in the world, they keep dropping dead. Everybody's got a bullet flying out their head. I seen it coming, man, I seen it coming. Seen it coming, no one's gonna change, hey, and that's the truth. No one's gonna change, oh baby, not for you. No one's gonna change, hey, and that's the truth. And I'm never gonna do what you want me to.
Thunder woke me up, it was storming in the city. I was suddenly wide awake, sitting in the darkness, but my eyes, they had adjusted. I was on my own, on my own. I still find it scary, lightning short could start a fire. Brick and mortar might not survive. Would you start to miss me? Would you start to miss me? Or am I all alone? No, I'm just a narcissist.
So I'm back from the double header of music, folks. I hope you did enjoy that. So we had Connor Oberst first with No One Changes, a really powerful song. Absolutely love that. And then second, we had the Districts with If Before I Wake. You can now go over to the Twitter page, which is at the Music Scout with a little underscore, and you can vote for your favourite song, and I will announce the winner in the episode, or the next episode, which will be episode 91 on Friday. And I believe that is the 8th of March, yes. And so thank you very much all for listening in. That is going to be the end of the podcast. And I wish you all well. We are going to be doing a few plugs before then, and we will play a song afterwards. We're going to be playing Gengahr and their previous album. If you didn't listen to the 2018 album, do go give it a listen, because it is absolutely fantastic. And it nearly got into my top 10, but wasn't quite there. We have the new single Atlas Please, which is a brand new single from them, which they released this year. Very excited for new music from them as well. And hopefully I can put them in my top 10 this year, because I felt really bad because it was such a good album. But there was just so much competition last year for the album of the year. I started back in around about now that I was collating the albums of the year. So it's about now. I've got 2 on the list already, if you can guess which ones. Good on you. You can keep a tally if you want. So we'll do a few plugs. So the website, www.themusicscout.co.uk. There you can find all of the podcast episodes, as well as any of the track listing that you might have missed from me and my terrible pronunciations of some of these bands, so apologise about that. If you would like to email me any of your band's music, as well as get an interview on here, or just say hello, it's the themusicscoutpodcast at gmail.com. And also the Twitter page, which you've heard many times before. I'll do one more time. It's the Music Scout with a little underscore. And that's it, folks. Thank you all very much for joining me for another episode. We're going to play out this episode with Gengahr. Atlas Please is the title of the single. Do have a good week, and I'll see you on the next episode. Ta-ra!
On your back tonight, really take one home. But if you set that trap again, nobody else to call. Belief in things you can't accept will never set you free. You're holding up the stars again, waiting. Gotta get out sometime, get what you need. You have to be out your mind, Atlas Please. You won't take that step tonight. We're talking like you mind. The exit light keeps flickering, but we gon' make it right. Let me be your side.